I'm convinced Deshaun Watson hates Houston now. Well, specifically the Texans, and I understand. Also, let's talk Super Bowl odds and NFL picks this weekend and a whole bunch of Barry on Deck updates, plus your participation in today's show. It's a Friday, bitches. LEGGO!
Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is January 8th, 2021. It is a Friday in the big city of Houston. That means, you know what that means. That means lawn talk, bitches. This is episode number 169. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the program as we carry you into the weekend of what is going to be an NFL-packed weekend. A lot of games. I think there's 6 games this weekend, 3 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk about Deshaun Watson. I thought of an idea when I was on Amazon today, when I went back and looked at, I went back and took a gander at my very first purchase on Amazon. So I'm curious to know what your purchase was. So we're going to get to that eventually, not right now. So do me a favor while we're carrying on through the show. Go ahead and log into your Amazon. Go ahead and go to your orders. Click on the earliest year you have and scroll to the bottom and find the very first thing that you ordered. You can send me a link, you can send me a screenshot, or just tell me what it is, but I want to see it, and I'll show you guys what my very first orders were on my Amazon account. So we'll check that out. I got to make sure there's no information that y'all can see. Otherwise, we'll do that. Big fun show today, though. Lawn talk and all that shit. I'm here for it. As you know, though, we drink on Fridays. And you might be asking, what will we be drinking? Daddy's new favorite thing. Bacardi, lime, and Diet Coke. Oh, I'm here for it. Now, I'm going to end up fucking with my microphone for the next 2 hours because it's going to break. But you know when we drink, we have to do it. We have to do it. Watch it. Watch when I unscrew this, what happens. And now it won't unscrew. We have to do it ASMR style. That's what we do. Are you ready? Okay, what the hell? What the wide world of sports is going on around here? Look at that. Look at that. Look at here. There to go. Oh, that's just so awkward. Let's go. Let's make our drinks. This microphone only works on one side, by the way. Here we go. Oh my. That's a lot of Bacardi. This is like Bacardi with a splash of Coke. Oh yeah, Daddy. Oh yeah, Daddy. And then we stir. Oh man. That is a healthy drink, my friends. I gotta fix my goddamn microphone. That's gonna take forever. I need to get a better microphone arm. This one is nice. It's the one that's supposed to go with this. But this little mechanism right here, that thing's a piece of shit. I got a bone to pick with Rode. Look at that raggedy son of a bitch already failing on me. All right, don't touch it. Nobody touch it. All right. Let's get to the chat. You guys know we do that first on the show. What's up to Jeff Bell? Number one in your hearts, the number one deckhead for the day. And he said, absolutely kiss my ass to the rest of you. Got his super chat in as well. So he wins the Triple Crown. We've only had like 2 or 3 this week. Jesus got it twice. And Jeff Bell got it once. So we have 3 Triple Crown wins, 2 winners so far this year. I got to write these down, but I have not yet. But I might, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, what's up to everybody else that's in the chat? I see 713 Hooligan in. So close, buddy. So close. But Jeff Bell's the best deckhead of the day for 2 hours. That's how it goes. Virginia Buttonweed in the building. Jesus Perez. He thought he had it. He was like, first. Nope. Shit. Eric Resendez is here. We got to talk about Eric Resendez in just a second. Uriel Villanueva. What's up, buddy? Gregory Vickett Jr. in the building. Tell Pops I said hello, please. Please do that for me. Jeremy, a.k.a. PayPal Pete, is here. Terrence J. is in the building. Alan Denson is in the building. Richard Vales. Jen, it's like we just chatted. We'll talk about that, too. John Dory, what's up, man? Steven, the weather guy. Lil Uzi's here with his weather forecast. Current conditions at BiffNet World Headquarters. 51 degrees. Ooh, as my warm-blooded wife would say. 51 degrees, dew point 37 degrees, overcast skies, a 40% chance Barry has surpassed 300 steps today. Let's do a step check. 1,932 steps. There's no fucking way I got that many steps. There's no goddamn way I have almost 2,000 steps. That's impossible. This thing sucks. Just FYI. What's good, deckheads? That's from Justin Swinford, truck driver Poogie, Marvin Wingfield. D-Mod is in the building. Donna Rogers is here. Aaron Little is here. The Reverend is in the building. Francisco Abarca. I love the new GIF. I love it. PK, what's up, Katie? How are you, sweetie? Sylvia! Hey, by the way, I passed along your information, so thank you for that, Sylvia. I really appreciate you sending me that stuff on the Virgin Pulse. I passed it along to Nora, and I take your advice, and now at the end of the day, when I'm short on steps, I just sit there on the couch and go. And then I look, and I'm like, okay, that didn't help. Actually, I do this. I don't do that. Stop it, guys. Robert is here. Keith Sager is here. Christopher Jones is here. I'll be talking to him after the show. Getting the foundation for BiffNet is about to be poured. I'm excited about that. Who else? Rudolph Rodriguez, sanitizer, wash hands, social distance. I love the message every single day. Never stop doing it. Danny Ariano is here. Walt is here. Cece is here. Everybody's in the building. All right, that's enough chat. Andy Huggins. I can't not talk about Andy Huggins. I just can't not do it. It is a requirement when Andy Huggins graces your show with his presence that you mention him and say, "What's up, Andy?" PK said, I walk circles around my living room to hit my goal some days. No shame. Hey, as long as you're doing it. As long as you're doing it. Trucker Taco said West Coast shirt. Yeah. Wow. Nipples are on fleek. Yeah, it's a West Coast shirt. What's the problem? That's part of America. You got the East Coast shirt, South Coast shirt, Third Coast shirt, Dirty South. What's wrong with a West Coast shirt? I gotta tell you. The reason I love this shirt because I rock the shoes that match it perfectly. Huh? Who's fancy? That's pretty solid. That's a pretty solid match right there, if I do say so myself. All right, let's get to the show. First things first. You know we do a lot of show updates. D-Mod said, has Daddy Randy Lemon ever watched the show? Why would Randy Lemon watch the show? And why is he daddy? I am, speaking of Randy Lemon, I'll be doing Garden Line on Sunday. Tune in for that, you guys. 740 KTRH. Not exactly sure when he wants me there or when my segment will be, but it's going to happen. It's certainly going to happen, so tune into that. That'll be happening on Sunday. All right, show updates. Here we go. Are you ready? First update. I finally have the beanies that I'm going to be making for the Patreon members, the official deckhead, no, the huge deckhead, the huge deckhead tier. This is the color that I'm going with. I'm going with the gray. And then we're going to put the Barry on Deck logo right here, or it may just have the 3 triangles. I'm not sure yet. I got to get with the embroidery people. But this is the beanie. I finally got it. And look, I like it because it's not too thick. It's a nice size. It's a nice, it's a nice little beanie. I'm happy with it. It's the other ones I had looked like shit. I didn't like them, and that set me back a few weeks. So yeah, just in time for spring. Shut up, Justin. Josh, like it never gets cold again. Jesus. All right, Josh, I won't send you one. Jerk ass jerk. I'll just go make a copy of this at FedEx and send it over to you. David Green said Randy Lemon will tell you about all of your mistakes and make you feel like a loser. Could you imagine though, David, think about this. Could you imagine doing what he does and then everybody calls you and has the same fucking question every weekend? Hey, Randy. Hey, I was just curious. Is it time to fertilize? He's like, I literally have a fertilization schedule that is used all over the South, all over this region. Yeah, but is it time yet? Fuck. Yeah, you did find the last fuck I had to give, and I'm going to mail it to you. Raggedy bitch. What are y'all drinking, by the way? Are we all drinking, or is it just me? So good. That's my new shit. Okay, so the beanies, I have them in my possession. I am going to get with an embroiderer ASAP, and then make that happen. I got to give a quick shout out to Eric Resendez and say, you, my friend, are a badass, because Eric, true to his word, sent Walt $100 for Saltgrass. If you recall, yesterday on the show, we talked about Walt was the big fantasy winner. Walt was the man who had the most points of any player in fantasy amongst all 3 leagues. And Eric Resendez said, I will buy a Saltgrass dinner for the person with the grand prize winner. And when I mentioned it, Eric Resendez said, yeah, I can do that, and sent Walt $100 because he didn't have time to buy the gift card. That's what I'm talking about, deckheads. Love you guys to death. Speaking of that, I would like to say thank you to truck driver Pookie, who had the first $5 Friday on Venmo. He got that bad boy in at $145. Thank you, TDP. You are the man, my friend. It's very much appreciated. Sylvia got it in early, though. She was second on the $5 Friday. Thank you, sweet thing. And then Katie. Gosh, Katie, I love you to death. She got it in on Friday, $5 Friday. Jen got it in on $5 Friday. She said, let's get this business crack-a-lackin'. I just have to stop for a second and say, hey, Rach, what's up? I just have to stop for a second and say, Jen and I had a call today with Bay Area Turning Point. And if you don't know who Bay Area Turning Point is, they were the main beneficiary of the Jerry and Barry on Deck Streamathon. We helped the Positive Black Male Association. We sponsored 10 families. We bought them gifts for Christmas, and we paid some bills that were outstanding to keep the lights on. We did some cool things for 10 families. But what we really did was we really took the organization Bay Area Turning Point and provided them with much needed items for the shelter. And we had a call for about 30 minutes. In fact, from 1 to 1:30. So right in the middle of show prep. So if I'm a little underprepared today, but it was heartwarming. And I can't even express to you guys the appreciation. There was a lot of tears that were shed on this call. I would like to say I was not the one that cried. Jen can validate. I was not the one that cried. Yeah, so suck it, because it's usually me that cries. There was a lot of tears. It was tears of joy and appreciation and thankfulness. And I can just tell you guys, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. And it's Friday, and we're having fun, and we're joking around. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I don't think you guys realize how many people you impacted this holiday season with your generosity and being part of that Jerry and Barry on Deck Streamathon. They said that people would show up and you know, we use some of the money to buy like bras for women, because how undignified is that to walk around? You leave your house to protect your children and yourself from an abusive relationship and all you leave with the clothes on your back, maybe you have one bra to your name, and women would come to the shelter and be like, can I get a bra? And they would have the courage to ask for it. And this is a story from Sylvia, the lady at Bay Area Turning Point. She said that they would have the courage to ask us for a bra, and then we wouldn't have it. And she was like, nothing is more heartbreaking than to do that, than to have to tell a lady who was courageous enough to get out of that relationship and then be courageous enough to get to the shelter and then be courageous enough to say, I need a bra. I just want a bra. And she's like, it's so heartbreaking, Jen and Barry, to have to say, we don't have any. And it was the first thing I wanted to buy. And I knew that because my wife is a nurse and she had told me about that. She had told me how it is when women and children are escaping abusive relationships and how they just leave. They have nothing. And I thought, you know what? I want these kids and I want these women to be able to at least walk around with their heads up. And if you got on dirty underwear and an old bra or no bra, even as a kid, you're walking around and... So the very first thing we did after buying Christmas gifts for the kids is we bought the shelter and a much needed and a ton of bras for women, panties for women, underwear for women, underwear for the kiddos, the ladies, the girls, I mean. We bought shoes, we bought a stroller. Guys, you guys, I can't even tell you how much of an impact you made in your area by helping us pull this off. So I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, this call was so awesome. But I just want to say, and I'm not crying, you're crying, I'm not crying. Thank you. Thank you for helping us help people. I appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, and Jen, I'm telling you, Jen will tell you, I'm not exaggerating. I'm not making any of these stories up. That was all 100% fact. And they're just over the moon. And and Jen has a good point. She said, and the men, Barry, because there is this stigma that only ladies are in abusive relationships. It's not true. It's not true at all. So she told the story about a dad who was in the shelter with his kids. And this got Jen, this made Jen cry, which I was like, yay, Jen's crying and I'm not. But Kat was telling us the story where a man brought his kids to the shelter. It was Christmas. You know, we told you guys that the money that you help us raise, we're going to buy kids and buy toys, and they stock a store with toys, right? So they have this store in the shelter that kids can go and shop for Christmas gifts. Your money helped put toys on those shelves. And that the dad walked in with his child into this room full of Christmas gifts for kids. And he looked around and he said, I'll be right back. And he had to excuse himself to go to the restroom because he was crying because his kid was able to get a Christmas toy in the shelter. A grown man having to already go through that in his life for a moment he found joy. And you guys, seriously, you all provided that shelter. Provided that joy. So again, I say thank you. Rachel Ramirez said, Jen's crying again. I know, man. It was deep. It was deep. Yeah. Rachel, it's called Bay Area Turning Point. And I'm going to tell you right now, I have never met more appreciative people. And it was such a fun and happy call. There was a lot of tears, but it was tears of joy. Like, seriously. And when I told them, I just 2 days ago finally spent the final $1,700 that we had remaining. And they were like, what? I was like, oh yeah, y'all got more stuff on the way. Y'all got a stroller. You've got more underwear. You got shoes for the kiddos, flats for the ladies. They were like, oh my God. So deckheads, I love y'all so fucking much, man. And I bragged on you. I did. I bragged on you. I told these ladies, I was like, you won't meet a more caring, kind, or generous group of people than the deckheads. I'll put this squad, this family, up against anybody when it comes to fundraising and helping. Love you guys. I think we need to do a shot for that. Fuck it. We're doing it live. Let's go. Get your alcohol, people. We as a community need to do a shot. We're not done yet. We still have some work to do. We got to get prizes to people and put a bow on it, but we are so close to wrapping it up. So close to being done. And I want go ahead, go get a shot. You guys have a moment. Go get a shot. I'm going to do a toast. I want you guys to participate in it. Go get a shot. Please. Yes, Alan, shot time. Everybody go get your shot. Right, shot time. It's dry January. Fuck it. No, there's an exception. There is an exception, and the exception is the amazing things that you did. I'm telling y'all, that call, Jen and I were kind of looking at each other. We weren't saying anything, and Jen and I have not spoken since the call because I had to finish show prep, but I can see it in Jen's eyes, and I think she can see it in mine. We were like, oh, we are going to fuck shit up in such a wonderful and positive way this year with the help of you guys and this foundation, and just you wait. We are just getting started. David Green, thank you for the super chat, buddy. He said, oh my God, how can I donate to the Bra Fund? Real simple, man. Just hit up Bay Area Turning Point and ask how you can help. They have a list on Amazon that I can share with you guys that you can buy stuff for them. And we told them we're not done with you guys. We're going to be back, and we hopefully can do this every year at the end of the year for you. So just look up Bay Area Turning Point, David, and you'll be able to find it there. Okay. Scotch ready. Fireball ready. Now, this is where I might cry, so go fuck yourself. Yeah, here it comes already because I'm thinking about it. All right, listen. Thank you to each of you that donated, that worked on it, that helped us promote it, that was on the team, that gave money, that bought raffle tickets, that participated in the auction, that watched the show, or just encouraged us. You'll never know how many lives you affected positively, and I am so proud to know and be associated with you guys. Cheers. I love you. Oh, that's so good. Woo! That's good shit, people. Oh my God. PayPal Pete, no. Don't you dare. Oh my God, no. Don't do it. Cheers to you guys. Cheers, Aaron Little. Cheers, Katie. Thank you. Yes, cheers, P. Jones. Again, seriously, thank you all. All right, here we go. What else we got to do? We did $5 Friday. Eric Resendez for Walt. The beanies. That's it. Oh. What time is it? It's 2:23. I don't give a fuck. We're just chatting, folks. You and I, we're having some conversations here. I know a few of you are like, hey, you got to get over here and talk Super Bowl. Okay, settle the fuck down. We're going to talk sports, but was excited about the call today and everything else. I'm also excited about the fact that, and he's in the chat. So if you guys don't know who Christopher Jones is, he's a deckhead. He's the one that brought Hemp Vita to the show and into all of our lives. Chris Jones was a suspect. And when this happened, Chris Jones was one of the first people to actually call me and reach out and say, I got you, famo. I got a business that you need to talk to that'll advertise on your show. And they have literally been here since May. They were actually June 1st. They were the first advertiser on Barry on Deck, and it is due in most part to Christopher Jones. And if you don't know, he is also an attorney. Christopher Jones and I are meeting after the show today. And we're going to draw up the paperwork for an LLC, for a company. Sorry, I thought my door was open. We're going to draw up the paperwork for an LLC in the state of Texas. And I know your guys like, whatever. Yes, I've had several businesses. It's not a big deal. What is a big deal is that this company, this LLC, is the foundation for what will be BiffNet. Doing this show, I realized, there's a lot of stuff that goes on where I need to protect myself as a business. Right now, it's all just me. The income is just me. The stuff is just me. I'm a sole proprietor. And I think it would make way more sense for this to be a business. And then John Wessling out of nowhere was like, hey, you should do this concept I have called BiffNet. I think you'd kill it. And I was like, I don't know what that is. And then as you guys know, it dawned on me what BiffNet could be. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you don't know, Rachel said, remember all the times you rejected BiffNet? Yeah, I know, Rach. Do you know why? Because I didn't know what it was in my head. And then it dawned on me driving to Arkansas. I'll tell the story one more time because I'm excited about it. What can I say? But I realized that BiffNet is a channel, whether it's on Twitch, whether it's on YouTube or on Facebook. But BiffNet is a channel of live shows that is programmed and run like a radio station / TV station. So there are going to be daily shows that you can tune into and watch just like you do on the radio, just like you do on TV. There are going to be, Barry on Deck is one of them. After Later with John Wessling will be another one. We know for sure I have 2 shows for BiffNet. There are other people that have committed to BiffNet. And I won't say yet, but I'm telling you right now, the roster of talent that I have accumulated already is going to blow your fucking mind when you see who's going to be a part of the BiffNet network. Now, so there's going to be daily shows. You can watch a morning show, an afternoon show, and an evening show. At least there's going to be 3 shows a day. I'm hoping to have 5. There's going to be weekly shows. There's going to be bi-weekly shows, but there's going to be gaming. So I'm bringing all this up because I have a question for you guys. I'm throwing this out to the masses. And it's just just to give me an idea of what the people want. You guys know I have always been inclusive with you. Now, obviously, I make my own decisions. And I make the decisions that I think is best for me and for this show and the direction of what will be this company. But I've always tried to include you guys in this stuff against the advice of other people. It's okay, because this is what's in my heart. I've always wanted to do this, and people are like, yeah, you shouldn't. Well, it's just how I am. So what I'm asking you is, BiffNet is not a sports network. BiffNet is not a particular genre of discussion network. BiffNet is an all-encompassing channel that has various shows on it. I would like to have a sex advice show. I would like to have a sports and entertainment show like Barry on Deck. I would like to have a general discussion show. I would like to have a gaming show. What I want to know from you, Chad, is what are some show topics or show themes or show ideas that you would be interested in watching? Consider this my poll or my survey of the listeners. What kind of show would you want to watch every day, once a week, once every 2 weeks? What would keep your interest so that you wouldn't stray from the network? If you could be like, oh man, I love this show about sports. I love this show about sex. I love this show about food. What would you have? Rach is already getting hammered. I love it, Rach. Rach, we're going to have you drunk and making promises you can't keep soon enough. Chris Jones said we're going to have to get contracts in place to keep this talent locked up and repressed. Yeah, that's a fact. David Green. All right, so Aaron Little said, I was thinking about a music segment too, Jen. I think that's a good idea. Like, yeah, but here's the problem. You can't have music. You can't actually play the music on the shows. It's a violation of copyright. And as we move forward into this new digital era of content, it's actually going to be considered a felony if you live stream copyrighted material. So playing random music like a radio station right now is not going to be a possibility. So the Reverend says comics. I may or may not be in talks with somebody that already has a comic podcast. But that's a good one. Comics I shall write down. What else? Tech talk. I like it. I like it a lot. Consider this my poll. Like that? Okay, so Marvel, DC, etc. Yes. Not Kevin Hart like we had last night. Marvel, etc. All right. I know this is a bad show, but I'm writing it down. I mean, I guess I could ask Jen to do it, but I feel like a dick when I'm like, Jen, take a memo. Was it the 1950s? Jen, bring me some coffee. Jen's way above that. Paranormal stories. Ooh, that's good. I would love I just want to get a guest. Movies. I like it. So are you saying like movie reviews, Brandon, or like just in general? Spanish programming. Okay. Okay, Eric. Spanish programming. I dig it. General non-biased news discussion and finance talk. Okay, so that's two different things. We'll do finance and then we'll do politics. I think if I did a politics show, to be honest with you, Keith, I wouldn't do it, but I would have like a Democrat and a Republican and a Libertarian all on the show to debate. I wouldn't want to have just like be CNN or Fox or whatever. I would want to have equal representation from all sides and tell them, look, I don't want you guys screaming at each other. This isn't First Take meets, CNN or whatever. I want to have cordial political discussions. All right, beer and liquor. Okay, like, I don't know, maybe whiskey neat or something like that. Got it. May or may not be in talks with somebody like that, too. That's interesting. What else? Okay, so TV shows, movies, got that. We'll put that under movies and TV. And entertainment. Well, now, would you say like a Hollywood type show or just actually discussing the movies, not gossip? What else? Movies. So PK's on for movies. Meow Mondays. Oh my God. Get out of here, troll. Have an expert do a weekly, monthly masterclass. Comedy, cooking. Ooh. A masterclass show. That is a really good idea, Luis. By the way, I'm not writing your names down next to these ideas, so you just have to claim it later. How about a show like Drink of Ages, but Drunk of Ages touring the local bars? That could fall under the beer, liquor, bar show. I'll add that. News from around the world. All right, so news. I feel like it's going to be really hard to have a news show, but I'm writing them all down. The Whiskey Brothers. Here's how this works, PayPal Pete. We're not putting names on it. This is literally just a concept of ideas, of themes, of topics that you would want. Not, you should go out and get Joe Rogan. That's not what this is. This is themes, not people. Yes, Food of Ages is definitely a thing, but I'll put down food. Food of Ages is for sure. There are definitely 3 shows that are 100% committed to New BiffNet. It's After Later with John Wessling. It's Barry on Deck with Barry on Laminack. That's weird. With Barry Laminack. And it's Food of Ages with Mike Liebshock and Barry Laminack. So there are at least 3 shows to launch the network. Yay! CC said I could use the write-off I'm in. With all these stand-up comedians in BiffNet, maybe some stand-up. So a comedian-based show that talks stand-up. Okay. There are definitely some stand-ups involved outside of Wessling and myself that have already committed to the roster, so you'll be happy to know that. And I can tell you right now, the persons that have committed to it are legitimately some of your favorite guests of all time on this show. So you are going to be ecstatic. And that goes for all the roster. It's the first people that I reached out to were your favorites, and they have all said yes in some form or capacity. So a gambling show. That is one that I had on my in my head, but I'm glad you said it out loud, Houston, because that's something that definitely needs to happen. Okay, so a lawn show. Orlando Ortega says lawn talk. I dig that as well. Philosophy. Rach is smart. I'll write it down, Rach. I don't know anybody that's smart. Weather updates. Yes. Uzi. Now keep in mind, Uzi, this is going to be hopefully national programming and not just local to Houston. So I'm scrolling. I'm a crypto show. I don't even know about that, John. Goddamn, I'm on sticky note number 2. A crypto show, huh? Okay. Booze show, we got that. Reverend Bart, Jesus Reyes, just suck his dick and get it over with. God damn it. Although Bart would be great on the panel of a political show. You'd have Democrat, you'd have Libertarian, you'd have Republican, and then you'd have fucking whatever Bart is. And he would just be like, I'll murder all 3 of you motherfuckers. I love Bart. But Jesus Reyes. Easy. Yes, paranormal and crypto. Oh, combined? Like these ghosts have bitcoins. That would be weird. Parenting. Oh, shit. A parenting show? Okay. He said not necessarily politics in general, but news, pop culture, politics. Okay. Richard Vale says real estate in Russia. We need to do that again. That was fun. The Reverend said Whiskey Neat had the Workaholic guys on today. Great interview. Yeah. Christopher Hart and I were supposed to have a call where we are supposed to discuss our futures, I'll just say, in 2021. So that'll be interesting. How to protect yourself against voodoo. That seems like a very specific issue you're having in your life, D-Mata. I hope you, that's why you got to stop fucking with them Cuban women. What about a show with a couple of dudes getting high and making fun of shit? It's too random. But with the right dudes, I could see it. Handyman DIY. Okay. Handyman DIY. I like it. Are we running out of ideas? Oh my God, I'm way behind on the chat. Holy shit, I gotta catch up. Has anyone suggested cooking? Donna, which is different than food of ages. I still love the idea of comedians do and have a group of comedians do challenges, play games, etc. So that would have to be live though. And I think what I'm going to do in that regard, Reverend, I think comedians do is more of a pre-recorded type thing where, comedians change breaks or comedians, whatever, knit a sweater, whatever the fuck it would be. I think that's my concept right now is I want to have live programming for BiffNet. I want to have something where, I just broke the goddamn mic. Stop touching it, Barry. So, it's more of live programming that has to be able to be pulled off in an environment like this, where you can have 2 or 3 people on a Zoom call, or they can, eventually when there's a BiffNet Studios, if that's a thing, that would be cool. I like This Week in Hip Hop. That's a good idea. So music and hip hop. Camping spots, underrated mess. This is shaping up a lot like Collider in 2017, and I'm here for it. I don't know what Collider is. Did it fail? Katie, you've got to get with me and tell me what Collider is, and was it a success or failure? Lawn advice from a lawyer. All right, I think we're niching down a little too much, guys. Cars, Jeremy Vinegar had Cars. That's a good one. A 2-woman-led show of some kind. Oh, well, there's going to be women involved. Seriously, there's going to be women involved. Not Tessa and Kiki. One of those names is for sure in discussions and might already be on the roster. What about a sports show? Get out of here, Steven! What a stupid fucking idea! Of course. Sports. All right, I'm going to... I dated a storm chaser. We gotta put an end to this. It's going too far now. So I have quite a bit to mull over here. What I have done first, though, I'll lock that away in the vault of 1,000 sticky notes. What I have done first, though, is I've gone out and started asking people if they want to be involved. Now, there's nothing concrete yet, but there is a roster of, hold on, I'll tell you exactly how many people I have so far that are committed. I'm not going to give you the names yet because obviously nothing's official. And everybody would be like, yeah, fuck you, can't say my name. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people that have committed to BiffNet, and you guys know 2 of them. Me and John. There are 6 people on the roster. So, I'm excited about this, you guys. I'm here for it, and I can't fucking wait. It's going to be a lot a lot of work. It's going to be me asking you guys, what did Andy say? Did Andy Huggins have a suggestion? Microwaving with Huggins. Andy, I swear to God, we're going to do that. If you microwaving with Huggins. Andy, if you don't do that as part of the cooking show, I'm going to be so pissed. I'm going to be so pissed. I did have an idea where I wanted to do a YouTube video of prison cooking, where you make prison food at the house, where it's like, all right, everyone, we're going to make prison wine. And then you legitimately make prison wine in your toilet and then drink it. I'm not doing that. Rage, thank you, sweetie, for $5 Friday. Thank you for the super chat. She said, don't forget to hit the like button. Yeah, do me a favor. Hit that like button. If you're new to the channel or you haven't been around very long and you haven't hit the subscribe button, that actually means a lot to me and helps the channel grow and will eventually help BiffNet grow, because a lot of you are going to be moved over to BiffNet. So please hit subscribe and turn on notifications so that you can find out when we go live on this show. All right. Well, Rev has whenever Rev posts something that wordy, I know he's serious about it. So let me read this long ass book that Reverend sent me. Reverend said, Barry, one more you need to add is Mark's idea. Self-improvement, whether mental, physical, otherwise, just a show about how to improve yourself and your surroundings. I like that. So a self-help, self-improvement show. I dig it. Self-help, self-improvement. All right. Good shit, guys. That was a big goal of mine today, was to get the deckheads input. Yo, Barry, check out my idea. I don't know one else to steal it. The last one I see from you, Chandler, is Laughing My Ass Off. Is that your idea? Is just a show called Laughing My Ass Off? Where's your idea, Chandler? Barry is way more dedicated. Make it happen. I don't know what that is. Oh, Chandler said, I always wanted to start a cooking show with moms cooking their kids' favorite dishes. It's pretty good. Let's write it down. I'm not saying it's going to be a thing, Chandler, but moms make kids' fave food. Got it. That's my shorthand. All right, dope. Let's move on. No, fitness. We're not doing fitness. No, we're not doing hashtag fitness. Fitness, no. No exercise segment. All right. Let's go. Let's get into the sports headlines, because goddamn it, we do have a lot of shit to discuss on this show today. Oh, I would love to get to 100 likes, Aaron. Tell them people. LiAngelo Ball signed a G League contract. Nobody gives a fuck. I know, but it was in the headlines. Move on. Yeah, I know, but there was a thing on ESPN. Fuck off and stop talking about it. All right, cool. CBS is developing a show called Game Time. It's going to be a sports reporter comedy. That's not going to fail anytime soon. Right, gang? All right. Elon Musk, I mentioned this yesterday. Elon Musk passed Jeff Bezos to become the richest person in the world. Although when I was doing my research for Amazon and the first thing I ever bought and shit like that, I just looked up because I wanted to see, like, how did Amazon start? Because, one day BiffNet is going to be the biggest show, the biggest network ever produced out of this house. And I was like, how fucking big is Amazon? When did it start? Because my first purchase on Amazon was 2006. So I was like, man, when did it start? 1994. I don't have that kind of patience. I'm going to need y'all to help me blow up BiffNet in about 3 weeks. Yeah, so it's going to be, hey, have a great weekend, Underrated Mess. We're going to get to your lawn talk question soon, so you'll have to come back and watch the replay for it, I suppose. Have a good weekend, though, buddy. Thanks for being here. But largest company in the world by a country mile, past Walmart is the biggest retailer, biggest business, employs the most people. The numbers that surround Amazon are insane. And to think the dude started off like, I'm gonna sell books. Pretty crazy. Former MLB All-Star Tommy John. You may recall that there's a famous surgery named after him. He has been hospitalized with COVID-19. And finally, rest in peace to one of the greatest personalities in the history of baseball. Tommy Lasorda has passed away, so 2021 is already off to a pretty terrible start. But if you were a fan of baseball at all, then you know the mark that Tommy Lasorda had made on this game as a manager and as a personality, as a spokesperson for the sport. I'll never, ever forget the memory that stands out to me the most is one that stands out to a lot of you, which is the Kirk Gibson home run with Lasorda. But if you have heard some of him being mic'd up on the field or, in the dugout, it's the stuff of legend. You should go at some point this weekend, take an opportunity and go to YouTube and just type in Tommy Lasorda greatest or Tommy Lasorda and just watch some clips of him because he really was a fun and interesting man. I'm not going to say he revolutionized the game, but he sure was one of those guys in the vein of a Lou Piniella. Andy, what was your favorite guy out of Baltimore? Oh God, I'm blanking on his name. Earl Weaver. He was cut of that cloth. Just a fun guy where the stories never stopped, and he always kept you smiling. So rest in peace, Tommy Lasorda. Big fan of Dave Kingman. There you go. Yep. Tommy Lasorda, Dave Kingman. All right. Earl Weaver. Yes, sir. Good. I got it right. Jimmy John said, I first learned about Tommy Lasorda when I was younger from his Slim Fast commercials. Afterwards, I learned who he really was. Rest in peace. Rip Tommy. Bob Uecker is my favorite baseball personality ever. A lot of people love Bob Uecker, Josh. And then you meet Joel and you talk to him for a while, and then Joel tells you Bob Uecker was a dick when he finally got to meet him. And they always say never meet your heroes, and Uecker was one of Joel's heroes. And he said he was not the nicest guy in the world, so that sucked to hear. Never met Lasorda, but I'm just going to go out on a limb. He's dead. No one ever talks shit about dead people. So now everyone's going to be like, greatest guy in baseball. Even if Tommy Lasorda was a dick, everyone's going to be like, loved him. Because no one's ever like, that dead guy was a fucking asshole. Whew, God, I hated him. Whew, he's dead. Whew, I don't have to deal with this dumbass anymore. Nobody says that. I mean, the only person we've ever said that about is like Hitler. Everybody's like, fuck that guy. But like even people in your life that you were like, I fucking hate this dude. When they die, you're like, he was a good guy. That's true. I don't know why we do that. Is it just, are we that much of a pansy ass society where it can't be like, I hated that guy when he was alive, so fuck him when he's dead? Why is that bad? What's the harm in that? It's not gonna kill him again. Why can't we shame the dead, people? That's a whole idea right there. That's a show. God damn it, that is the first BiffNet show that I will be on. It's called Shaming the Dead. God, this is genius, Barry. Thanks, Barry. Shaming the Dead. Now streaming live on BiffNet. Come on. What? You know what? We're doing it, chat. Let's go. Show idea. Shaming the Dead. Name a dead person that you fucking hate right now. Go ahead. Be like, that fucking guy Frank that lived 3 doors down? What a dick. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's all shame the dead. No, Bin Laden can't be a celebrity. We're shaming dead people that you know that you didn't like. Let's go. I'm here for it. Let's shame some dead people. Who is Big Hats? Craig Sager was a dirtbag. Oh, shit. Goddamn, Chandler just made it uncomfortable off the rip. Rachel said, I don't like this idea. Rachel, you are so sweet. We gotta put a little edge on you, Rach. You're just way too kind. You and Donna are always like, oh. And I know I say be safe, be kind, love each other, and I mean it, but I'm talking about living people. Fuck dead people. Fuck all the dead people. I know dead people. I love dead people. Fuck them. If they were dicks when they were alive, their memories can be of them being an asshole. Donna said we might go to hell. Donna's like, right, Rachel? See, I knew it. The two sweetest people in the world are Donna and Rachel. And they're like, let's not talk shit about the dead. Fuck the dead. That's my name. I'm going to get a shirt made. Fuck the dead. All right, I need a new sticky note. Fuck the dead. Making that shirt. Fuck the dead. I literally have a shirt ideas to-do list on my Evernote. PK said I can only think of celebrities. The Reverend, this is what I'm here for, Rev. His stepdad, Steven. Fuck that guy. Yeah. How dare you touch him in his no-no part, Steven? I don't know if that happened. I'm sorry, Rev. Yeah, fuck you, Steven. This is what we're doing. Until the break, we're just going to shame the shit out of dead people. Hitler was a huge dick, but Dre, I don't want famous people. I want you to shame or talk shit about somebody that's dead, that's not famous, that you know that you didn't like when they were alive. There is someone in all of your lives. Well, they're not in your lives now. But there was someone in your life that you fucking hated, that was an asshole, that when they died, everyone was like, oh, he was such a great guy. No, he wasn't. Wesley was a fucking dickhead. Fuck Wesley. I'm not glad he's dead, but fuck that guy. We're not changing the narrative now because he's not here. Fuck him. Good shit, AR Platinum. Good shit. I love that y'all are rallying around this. Chandler's like, God, this is terrible. Well, it feels good though, Chandler. Oh God. This is the best. This is a whole new segment. This is we're gonna have Shaming the Dead Fridays. Shaming the Dead Fridays. No, not Jeremy, not Cal McNair. He's not dead yet. I mean, fuck Cal McNair, but we're only shaming dead people here, buddy. I'm just glad some of y'all rallied around this because I was like, well, they're going to hate this idea. What's wrong with my goddamn webpage here? Evernote, come on. Trying to get to my fucking list of shirt ideas. Why do I have to log in now? Chandler said I'm all for it. You guys. Donna said, I'm here for, okay. Donna, you guys, Donna's in. Donna was like, all right, fine, here goes. My former boss, George. Fuck that guy. Rach goes, Donna, you've slipped into the dark side. This is so good. Katie's like, eat a dick, George. Listen, George, it probably goes like Hitler, Mussolini, George. If Donna is calling you out from the afterlife, you were a fucking asshole. So fuck George. Fuck that dude. No, it doesn't matter, David Green. If someone's willing if someone is willing to step up and go against societal norms and say, you know what? It's okay to talk shit about dead people if they were assholes. Because they were assholes. We don't need to know who they were. We just know by them being called out, they're fucking assholes. Richard Vale said $5 Shaming the Dead Friday. It's like under the lawn talk Friday. We just talk shit about dead people. I like it. All right, if you guys care, if you wanted to know, here are all the shirt ideas I wrote down. Keep going though. By God, by all means, please keep shaming the dead because this is outstanding. Katie said, I can't read this and work life insurance. I'm trying to hold in my laughter. Jim said, I'll save you a bunk in hell. Lisa O said, Martha Divine. I don't know who Martha is, but she sounds like a bitch. I don't know. I mean, if she's being called out, come on, Rach. Give us a dead person you don't like. We all have one. Katie's not going to mute this shit. Jimmy John wants to know what George did. Boy, I'm telling you what. Look, Donna's like, yo, he was a dick. He was a dick. Boy, this is going to go bad. Are you ready? Tony Gardner said, fuck the guy that invented small toilets. Fuck that asshole. Reverend said, I have another one. Brandon's dad. Fuck that guy. Oh my God, this is so great. Oh, Joe Bro said $5 Friday. Y'all better be here after the break. Hell yeah. Rach can't think of anyone. Oh, bullshit, Rach. Oh, Lisa O said that was a reference to an Ashley McBride song. Well, I thought it was goddamn you were really shaming somebody. All right, I'm gonna go last, and then we're gonna go to a break. Oh, by the way, here's your shirt ideas. I already made fledgling YouTube fuckface and love each other, but I've got a be safe, be kind, love each other idea. Who's fancy? Daddy's making a YouTube video, and then a foam shirt. That's Food of Ages Mafia. So that's the shirt ideas. All right, here's my fuck that dead person. It's gonna be bad, you guys. Damn it, D-Mata just stole mine. My grandfather was a fucking asshole. I didn't really know the dude all that well, but he's dead and fuck that guy. Yeah, I'm on record on YouTube saying fuck my dead grandfather. Now I have 3. So I'm going to be very specific about the one that can go fuck himself. My grandfather, Max Taylor, was a piece of shit of a human being. I remember, first of all, I've heard the stories that my mom told me about him. So right off the rip, fuck that guy. I will also say, though, I remember as I don't know, maybe he was an alcoholic. And that's a big part of why I fuck that guy. Because he was probably a sweet man if he wasn't a goddamn drunk. But he was a drunk piece of shit alcoholic. And one time, I remember at his house, I was 4 or 5. I was maybe 5 years old. This was before my parents got divorced. And my parents got divorced when I was 6. So I was probably 5. It's one of my earliest memories of my childhood, mind you. But I remember it was like Thanksgiving or Christmas, I don't know which. We were sitting at the table. And I'm sitting next to my grandfather. He sat at the head of the table. Then it was me. And then it was the rest of our parents. And we were just starting to eat. And everybody was making their dinner. And I'm the youngest at the table. Like I'm the kid. I'm the baby, right? And no one's passing me the fucking macaroni. No one will give the kid that loves macaroni the goddamn macaroni. They're all just talking and yapping and ignoring the baby. So I'm like, my grandfather, apparently, unbeknownst to me, because I don't give a shit what adults are saying, is telling a story. And I'm like, hey, can y'all hand me the macaroni? Can you pass the macaroni? Grandpa, will you give me the macaroni? And he turns and looks at me and slapped the shit out of me and said, boy, you shut up. I'm telling a story. So that's legitimately my single and only memory of that man. Shortly after my parents divorced, my mom never took me around him. So, in the spirit of this segment, fuck Max Taylor. What a piece of shit that guy was. If you slap a 5-year-old for asking for macaroni, fuck you, dead guy. All right. So, see, guys, there we go. And then we're all getting it out now. We're all just... Little said, is Rush Limbaugh dead yet? We're not doing celebrities. We're not doing celebrities, Aaron. It's people in your life. It's people in your life. Okay. Let's get to a break. We're going to take a 5-minute break. We got a lot of fun stuff on the other side. Yeah, his actual name was Pawpaw. Fuck that guy. All right, so we got a 5-minute break. I got some funny stuff. The last two of the best of Barry on Sports. I made 10 best of Barry on Sports for 2020. These are the last two. And then when we come back, we got lawn talk to discuss. We got to do playoff picks. And a whole bunch of other topics to get to, but I'm having a blast. I hope you are too. Do me a favor, give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, do so. And I will see you guys in 5 minutes. So go poop, go pee, go smoke a cigarette, whatever you do during the break. And we're back right here on Barry on Deck. See you in a second. I'm Barry Laminack, and this isn't what happened in sports. Reggie Bush was caught on camera falling asleep on the set of the Fox College football show. I guess Reggie was bushed. I hate me too. Hey, did you hear about this? Breakdancing has now become an official sport. Yes, of the Olympics. You won't be able to watch it though until the 2024 Olympics because the 2020 games are still on pop-in lockdown. Can somebody pass that down for me? There was a delay during a Cubs-Indians game at Wrigley when a drone flew over the stadium. Officials became concerned after seeing the drone did not have a mask on. Yo, you hate to see the game slow down, but thankfully it's baseball. That's not possible. It turns out the drone was low on batteries, so it had to go back in for a Florida Gators defensive back Marco Wilson cost his team the game after he threw LSU's Cole Taylor's shoe 20 yards downfield after a stop. Wilson was flagged for unsportsmanlike conduct and intentional grounding as there were no receivers in the area of the shoe. And because of the penalty, LSU would go on to win the game. But up to that point, the Gators were a shoo-in to win the game. Huh? You guys. We're doing it here. MLB has suspended Robinson Cano for 162 games after the Mets second baseman tested positive a second time for PEDs. Authorities became suspicious when someone on the Mets was doing good. Cano is not allowed to play for the Mets next year. No word on what the punishment will be though. I guess this means that Robinson can no longer play baseball next year, huh? Who's doing it? Okay. I'm Barry Laminack, and this isn't what happened in sports. Boxer Ryan Garcia was busted on video cheating on his pregnant girlfriend with an Instagram model. And now pay-per-view will be the only way he could see his kid. When asked why he cheated, Garcia responded, "She wasn't in my weight class anymore." Garcia's next fight will be on Maury. And after getting caught cheating with Larsa Pippen, Malik Beasley kicked his wife and baby out of the house. Damn! His house went from rent to disown. This season hasn't even started. Dude already has 2 turnovers. In other sports news, Wichita State basketball coach Greg Marshall is accused of punching a player and choking an assistant. This is the most a heel has done in Kansas since the Wizard of Oz. Football analyst Chris Collinsworth said he was surprised by how much women in Pittsburgh knew about the team. Adding, I mean, how can they see the TV from the kitchen? He then went through his predictions for the rest of the 1960 season. NASCAR driver Josh Reaume was suspended for allegedly posting a picture of a toaster strudel with frosting in the shape of a swastika. Reaume says it was unintentional and he was just trying to draw the Confederate flag from memory. It was supposed to cook on medium, but apparently he cooked it on high. For someone who only turns left, he sure made a hard right. Unintentional. So he drives a manual, but his racism is automatic. Eagles safety Nathan Gary was slammed for tweets he made in 2012 where he used the N-word. Gary apologized and said he made those tweets before he knew he was going to be rich and famous. The UFC's Colby Covington said that he beat Tyron Woodley this weekend for, quote, supporting Black Lives Matter. Covington won by KKKO. I tell him to wear a mask, I'm guessing he already has one. Listen, when someone shows you they're racist, you just take them at their N-word.
I got your bitch sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. They are to be ashamed. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. 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 Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Corner doing dope. 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 Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. 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 Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Corner doing dope. 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 Corner doing dope.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome back to Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for sticking around through the break. You all know the star of the show. This is Oliver Laminack. Oh, that feels so good. Oh, yes. Oh, it feels so good. Y'all want to see something funny that he does all the time? I don't know if he'll do it now because I'm talking, but as soon as I put him on my chest, he'll lay down. Watch this. Let's see if he does it. What's up, boy? What's up? Oh, that's a good kitty. Look at that. He said not the sweetest. They thought I was mean to you yesterday, but you were eating a spider, bro. I know. You're not happy. All right, get out of here. Go on. Daddy's going to do a show. Go on. Go. Go, go, go. All right, so that's the cutest shit ever. Let me close my door. Hold on. All right. Welcome back to hour number 2 of the show. He is such a good fucking cat. I love that dude. All right. We have a lot to get to. I missed a super chat during the break. Thank you, Chandler, for the $5 Friday super chat, my friend. You are a gentleman and a scholar, and we appreciate you. We all do. Joe Pro sent this $5 super chat, $5 Friday. Y'all better be here after the break. I wanted to make sure I got that if I forgot, because I got a bad memory. And Josh, a.k.a. 713 Hooligan Buddy, thank you. He sent a super chat. He said, thanks for letting the dope play out. I needed that today. Hey, I'm here for it, man. I love that goddamn song. And I know you guys love it, and we love it together. So there you go. Tony said, real men have lions resting on their chest. Shut up. Oliver knows he's the star of the show. His level of don't give a fuck is unmatched. As soon as I start talking loud, because even though there's a microphone, instead of me being like, hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for being here. Welcome to the show. This is NPR. I put it back a little bit and I project. This is the way I do things. And he's like, you're too goddamn loud, Dad. And he fucking leaves. So, yes, Rach wants to know, can we do lawn talk soon? I got to go scoop the kids up from the bus. Sure, Rach. I'm happy to do it right after these messages from the Y Factor. Guys, first of all, let me tell you about the Y Factor. Look, you need to get out to the Y Factor if you're a dude and you even remotely care about getting healthy and being around long-term for your wife and kids. And I'm going to say, I think you need to... Listen. Let's just, I'm not going to read anything. All right. I just want to talk to you man to man for a second. We're pretty macho. Let's be real. You and I, we're macho dudes. We're manly men. And part of being a macho dude is saying, yeah, I'm healthy. I don't care. Nothing can kill me. Not true. Your arteries are probably clogged. Your cholesterol is awful. Maybe you're having a hard time getting an erection, which wouldn't make it a hard time. It would make it a soft. I digress. Get out to the Y Factor, you guys. Log on to their website, mancenters.com right now, mancenters.com, or call them 832-210-2556. Go get healthy. They're going to give you a playbook. They're going to treat you like a person and not a number and not an account. You go in, you get a wellness exam, and then they go, all right, here's what you need to do to get healthy. And then it's up to you to do it, and that's what I love about the Y Factor. I tell a story on stage. It's a joke, but it's true. I went there, I got a wellness exam. They found a lump in my testicle region and I had to go get an ultrasound. Turns out, false alarm, but they want to monitor it. They want to make sure that it's not going to grow and be something it shouldn't be. That's why you do it. All right. So call them right now, 832-210-2556 or log on mancenters.com. And please, when I talked to the reps out there, they said, make sure you tell your people to mention Barry on Deck when they call us. Otherwise, we don't know if this is working. So it's muy importante that you mention you heard about the Y Factor on Barry on Deck. Also, muy importante is taking care of yourself and your body in 2021. And what a great way to do that with the Hemp Vita product line. Go to hempvitacbd.com, log on right now. All of the ingredients, like the cannabinoids that they use, are organically grown in the U.S. No THC in their products. But guys, Hemp Vita, the deckheads know this. The deckheads know this. And Hemp Vita is dedicated to providing you all natural wellness products that actually work. Here's the things that CBD has been known to help with: inflammation, pain relief, insomnia, anxiety, seizures, even if you just need to relax more. I use their gel. In fact, I used it 3 days ago. Nora was sitting on the couch. Her feet were hurting. I rubbed some of their Hemp Vita CBD gel in there. 20 minutes, gone. KD said, I'm about to buy some muscle cream for my father-in-law. Guys, KD's used it. CC's used it. I don't know if CC actually ever used it. Penguin Katie has used it. Chris Householder has used it. Jen said it was better than BioFreeze. Donna, Joe Pro, like everybody has used this stuff and it absolutely works. So get you some CBD in your life and get it through Hemp Vita. Log on to hempvitacbd.com. Use promo code DECKHEAD15. You'll save 15%. Alex Villanueva vouches for the gummies. Save that 15% by using promo code DECKHEAD15 and they'll know you heard about it right here on Barry on Deck. Last thing I want to tell you about before we get back to the action and talk lawns is Boiling Dragon. Let's talk seafood for a moment. If you are looking, there's Cece. This is Cece's thing right here. If you are looking for some of the freshest seafood with an Asian twist, get on out to the Boiling Dragon. If you're south of I-10 and you want some of the best seafood in town, go to the Boiling Dragon. All right. Campechana, clam chowder, chowder fries, gumbo, catfish, whatever it is, get out there. They've got it. It's delicious. 832-328-5123. Right there, Cece. Nom, and in Spanish, el nomo. It's delicious. You guys are going to just have to trust me on this. They've got the boiled seafood flavors, which include House Original, the garlic butter, the Thai basil, all fresh, all delicious. Check them out. 11625 Broadway Street in Pearland. Open Monday through Saturday. Follow them on Instagram at The Boiling Dragon. All right, that is enough of the reads. Let's get back to the show. What was that? Another one said, is it infomercial time? No, this is part of what keeps this show going. Another one. having sponsors is critical. And we just spent an hour and 10 minutes shooting the shit and doing a show. So 5 minutes of 2 hours isn't bad. Think about when you listen to radio. You're getting a commercial every 11 minutes and you're getting 2 and 3 and 4 minutes. That was 2.5 minutes of reads in 2 hours. It's a pretty good deal versus radio and TV. So don't be a hater, okay? Aaron J said Venmo. My bad. Let me get on this video. Oh, another one said, oh, sponsors, I just came in right now during it. Yeah, no, that's all it was. You just literally happened to show up right at the break, or right at the sponsorships. Hey, real quick, $5 Friday. I want to say thank you to Keith Sager. He said, Lawn Talk Day. Damn it, I forgot till you just mentioned it. Oh, yeah, bitch. We're about to talk grass, not weed, but, you know, it's whatevs. Christopher Jones, thank you for the $5 Friday, my friend. I'll talk to you soon. Uriel Villanueva, thank you for the $5 Friday. Hashtag BiffNet. Hell yes. And Aaron J. Bryant, thank you for the $5 Friday. He said, everybody hit those thumbs up. Let's get to 100. Can we? Can we get to 100 thumbs up? I mean, we got 2 thumbs down. That sucks. 68 thumbs up. We need 20. Carry the 30, 32, 35, 30, 20. We need 32 more thumbs up. We can get it. All right, here we go. Here we go, Rach. Here we go. Here's your lawn talk. Are you ready? Michael, you're an idiot. Shut your whore mouth. All right, here we go. Lawn talk time, bitches. 2 questions I got on Twitter. 2 questions I got on Twitter. All right, cool, Alex. I'm going to check PayPal right after lawn talk, buddy. I appreciate you. Thank you. Not a COVID cough. Swallowed my spit wrong. And I know, Michael. I was just fucking with you, too. All right, CC, don't be a hater. Damn. Yeah. All right. First question came from Underrated Mess on Twitter. He said, how do you keep your lawn thriving during our short but sometimes chilly winter months? That's a great question, Underrated Mess. And a lot of you look outside and go, damn, the lawn looks like shit. It's like brown and maybe a few green spots. It's not really growing all that much. Talk to you later, Rev. Here's what I want you to know, Underrated Mess and Rachel and everybody else that has a lawn that you wish looked as green as it did in spring and fall. It's not going to. These are the winter months. Think of your lawn like a bear. It's going to hibernate in the winter. And then when spring comes around, it's going to wake up and do its thing again until the first freeze, or actually until the soil temperature dips below, I don't remember what it is, 45, 50, something like that. But here's what you need to know. Don't worry about it being green. Just keep it healthy. You should still water in the winter, especially if we're not getting any rain. You should still make sure that your yard gets about an inch of rain or an inch of water every week, no matter what. Now, you can slack off a little bit when it's not as hot, obviously. But when it's hotter, you obviously want more water. So in the winter, like right now, it just rained, you're probably good for 10 days, 2 weeks. But you do need to water. It's not going to make it green. It's not going to make it grow fast because your grass goes dormant. It browns out a little bit. It stays dormant. And then it will come back in the spring. And it does this every year. It's just the way. It's like trees, right? Like you'd love to have beautiful trees all year round. But a lot of trees in the South, not all, but a lot, will shed their leaves in the winter. Just wow, the grass is the same way. It tends to turn brown and go dormant until the spring. Another one said, will watering it during warm hours work? Well, it's not going to grow all that much. You might get a little growth, enough to mow. But this is also why you ever notice how lawn care people are like, yeah, we'll do every week during the spring and summer, and then fall and winter, we'll go back to maybe every 2 weeks. Your grass just doesn't grow as much. It's just basically on lockdown from the freezing. So watering during warm hours isn't going to change the growth or the green. It's not going to hurt it. One of the things it will help to prevent is it'll help prevent getting a fungus. But other than that, it's not going to help the growing or greening up. So there you go. Mark G said, anyone want a magnolia tree? I got a big fucker in the backyard and I hate it. its big ass leaves drop year round nonstop. No, I'm good, famo. I got me a couple of Sherman Red Oaks. Also, the next question on Lawn Talk: can I weed and feed any time of the year? If not, when's a great time? Okay. First things first. I'm going to highly advise all of you to not weed and feed. I want you to fertilize and treat for weeds. But using Scott's weed and feed or whatever is not the ideal scenario because it contains atrazine, which is actually bad for your trees and plants. And it will kill your trees and your plants over time. But it's a great weed killer. Atrazine is a fantastic weed killer that doesn't affect your grass, but it does. I just hit my microphone and it fucking collapsed on me. God damn son of a bitch. Can someone, I'm just leaving it here. I don't give a fuck right now. I'll work on it this weekend. You're going to have to deal with me looking at this microphone. I will say though, weed and feed has atrazine. Atrazine bad for your trees, bad for your plants, bad for your flowers, bad for your vegetables. Don't use weed and feed. I mean, especially ones that contain atrazine. There are a few out there that don't. My advice to you, in the winter months especially, is you don't need to treat for weeds. They're going to die off and come back in the spring. What you should have done is put out a pre-emergent herbicide. Probably too late now to do so. So instead, what you need to do is just water right now. And then at about, I have it on my calendar, I think it's March, first week of March, you can put out your first fertilizer round. And I'll look at my calendar real quick and tell you the week that I fertilized. Because what I did is I just basically went to my Google Calendar and I set up a yearly recurring reminder to fertilize at different times of the year. So here's the one. Next week we'll talk about this, but there is a lawn care tip coming up next week that you guys need to do. So stick around for that on next Friday, the 15th. And then at the, let's see, we're going to do herbicides in February and we're going to fertilize March 5th. That's the first quick fertilization that's going to get your lawn green. It's got a lot of iron in it. It's basically like, putting a coat of paint on the lawn. It's just going to green it up. It's not going to make the soil healthy. So don't worry about putting anything out until March unless it's herbicide related. As far as fertilizers go, you're good till March. And then in March, we're gonna do one fertilization just to green it up, and it's not a necessity. And then in April, we're gonna do it again. So there you go. Don't weed and feed, fertilize, and kill weeds. Two separate things. Oh my God, Tony, you kill me with this shit, bro. I love you, but Jesus Christ, man. All right. Anyways, I digress. I need a GoFundMe for a new iCarm. It's just this shitty ass little knob. I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? This is how you get this shit solved. This is how shit works in today's society. We're 30 away from 100, folks. Come on, if you haven't liked this video, even if you hate my fucking guts, just like the goddamn video, huh? I'm gonna do a YouTube video about this arm, and they'll be like, "What? Well, it's a piece of shit." Look, watch. What? I'm going to do it again. Watch. What is that? There's no reason that should do that. There's just no fucking reason that should happen. But here we go. This motherfucker. We do need another shot, Rach. Let's go! If you don't know, if you're new to the program, we drink here on Fridays. This is Bacardi and Diet, my second one. And this is Captain Fireball, also the second one. Let's do another shot, Rach. Get your shit out. Let's go. This shot is going to be special because I want to thank you all for helping me shame the dead. That was a lot of fun for me. Cheers to you guys for helping me shame the dead. Fuck those people. All right. Back to the sports because I do want to talk a little bit about, I'm not even going to talk to Deshaun Watson. I'm just tired of that shit. He's leaving. He hates the city. He hates the people. It's over. He doesn't want to be a Texan anymore. Fire Casario, fire Easterby, fire Cal McNair, change the name. Put an E in Patriots and call them that. Jesus Christ. All right, I digress. Here we go. Here are you're welcome for the Lawn Talk Rage. I love that shit. I appreciate you. Oh, I almost forgot PayPal. And I almost forgot Alex Villanueva. Thank you, Alex Villanueva, on the PayPals for the $5 Friday, my friend. You are a gentleman and a scholar, and I very much appreciate you. Rach, are you out? Be safe, sweetie. All right, here's your Super Bowl odds for the upcoming Super Bowl. Chiefs are the odds-on favorite to win it all again, plus 225. Packers at plus 450, and I really like that. Bills are a plus 700. I also like that. Saints are a plus 750. You can keep that. Bucks a plus 1,000. Ravens a plus 1,100. Ravens are hot. If you're looking for really, really, really good value, the Ravens at plus 1,100, I kind of like that, to be honest with you. I really do. Crystal, you guys, I wish you could see it. Hold on, let me, hold on. We're going to come back. CC sent me a Venmo and said, here's $5 for $5 Friday, despite the fact that you did Lawn Talk. CC hates Lawn Talk. She absolutely hates it. But she sent it anyway, and I love that. I love you, CC. You the best. All right, continuing on. I like the Ravens at plus 1,100. I like the Bills at plus 700. I like the Packers at plus 450. And by the way, if you don't know what this means, and all these numbers, they're all pluses. So it means if you bet $100 on the Chiefs, you could win $225. If you bet $100 on the Bills, you could win $700. Now you see why I say the Ravens at plus 1,100 is really good money, to be honest with you. Seahawks at plus 1,400. I would stay away from that. Steelers at plus 1,800. I know they went 9-0 and all that, but it looked like they had some issues down the stretch, although they seem to have rebounded. So plus 1,800 for the Steelers, plus 2,800 for the Titans. Justin Swinford said best run game in Solid D is a recipe for a title. I don't disagree with you, my friend. Of all of the ones below the Ravens, the Titans look to me like a team that absolutely could win a Super Bowl. And how crazy would that be to sit here and think that Ryan Tannehill could be a Super Bowl winning quarterback? All thanks to Derrick Henry. So Titans at plus 2,800, Rams at plus 3,000, Colts at plus 4,000, Browns at plus 5,000, Bears at plus 10,000, and the football team at plus 10,000. So there you go. There's your Super Bowl odds going into the playoffs of the NFL season. Chris Davis said if Lamar throws it to Dez, they'll score more. Oh my God. KD. Another one said, I'd like to see a Bucks Chiefs Super Bowl, Brady versus Mahomes. I would like to, here's why I agree with another one in a way. And I don't think that's what the Super Bowl is going to be, but this is why I like the way you're thinking. Not because I want to see Brady Mahomes, to be honest with you. I like it because I want to see everyone go, oh, so it was Brady, not Belichick, that got them Super Bowls. That is what I'm here for. Just like I would be here for it if the Patriots made the Super Bowl this year and Tom Brady didn't make the playoffs. I'd be here for that too. Like, oh, it was Belichick that got those Super Bowls, not Brady. But you and I both know that Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time. And if you disagree with that, you're an idiot. But the fact is, Tom Brady, greatest quarterback of all time. Bill Belichick, one of the greatest coaches of all time, that benefited from the greatest quarterback of all time at the most important position in the sport. So at the end of the day, I think we're finding out, at least for this year, and mind you, Brady's a year older, and he's still doing this. And I guess a good question for the chat is, do you think if Brady was in New England that they would have made the playoffs this year? I do. I absolutely do. So I'm here for Tom Brady making a deep playoff run just to thumb his nose at Bill Belichick and the Patriots and everybody that said, no, Belichick. Because there are some people that think that. There are some people that legitimately believe that. All right, I'm going to try to move this mic down some. Oh, it's so quiet because my peas are popping. I don't like the peas are popping. It sounds like shit. And the way this mic stand is set up, it's a raggedy bitch. Anyways, here's the games this weekend. Who you got, chat? I want to know. Who do you have? I put my picks with the green check marks. So in the first matchup, Colts Bills, I'm going Bills. I'm rocking with Bills Nation. Rams Seahawks, I'm going Seahawks, although I feel like with that Rams defense that game could go either way. Aaron Donald could get nasty with it, and then that's a whole different ballgame. So I'm picking Seattle, but I'm not confident about that pick. Bucks football team, very confident about the Bucks. Baltimore, Tennessee. Yeah, Michael said all faves. Yeah, Michael, this isn't against the spread. I'm just picking winners. This is not against the spread. This is who is the better football team in each matchup. That's my pick. I'm just picking the game. I'm not like, oh, it's -5. And then you got this third string left tackle who, when he farts 9 times on Saturday, I'm not doing that shit. I'm just saying who I think's going to win. That's it. Just straight up who's going to win. That's what those check marks are. So Baltimore, I think, is going to beat the Titans. Although Titans is one of those teams I think that could make a deep playoff run, but I'm going to go ahead and go Baltimore because outside of maybe the Chiefs and maybe the Saints, like down the stretch, those last couple of weeks of the season, man, Baltimore was hot. And so were the Steelers. So I've got the Saints and I've got the Steelers winning. So there's my picks. Bills, Seahawks, Bucks, Ravens, Saints, Steelers. Who you got? Michael says, I got the Titans. Okay. I dig that. I respect that. And I'm not mad at you about that at all. I don't think that's silly to think that. Total Dallas said Bills, Rams, Bucks, Titans, Saints, Browns. Okay. So you disagree with me on 2 of them. That's fine. That's good. Yeah, D-Mata says, yeah, he thinks the Patriots would have made the playoffs with Tom Brady. I tend to agree with you, D-Mata. Boy, I should have ate before the show. That liquor's starting to kick in. Woo, daddy! I'm gonna be shit housed. CC said Chris Davis, TD Nolan finally fired. Okay. All right. I think that's all the sports I really had for the day. We did our picks. We talked some football. Whatevs. Let's talk for a moment about I'm 46 years old, and I loved this show as a kid. And if I had the money, if we fast forwarded 5 years when BiffNet is a worldwide phenomenon, I would totally 100% buy Kit. You guys, David Hasselhoff is selling Knight Rider's car Kit. He's selling it. And some of you were too young to even know what the fuck Knight Rider was. And for that, I'm sorry. For that, I feel sorry for you, son. I got 99 problems and Kit ain't one. Kit was a talking car. This is highly irregular, Michael. And it would have this little red line, this little red dot that would scroll across the hood. You can kind of see on the hood, like where the nose starts to dive, but in between the headlights. If you'd never watched Knight Rider, right there was there's like these little red lights, and they just would go back and forth. And that was like Kid's brain. Kid. That was like Kid's brain. He'd be like, I'm thinking of shit, Michael. Michael, I feel like you need to take a right. Like, you got GPS? Kid had a heart. Michael, are you in need of emergency assistance? Allow me to do CPR. Then he'd fucking... Kit was a badass. Penguin Katie said, I caught Knight Rider on syndicated all the time. Yeah, and PPW. What a great argument. Better car. Although, PPW, I'm going to have to argue with you about something. What's the greatest television car of all time? Is it This is such a great topic, PPW. Good job. Is it Kit? Is it the General Lee? Or is it the Mach 5? What? Yes! Greatest TV car of all time by far, hands down. If you disagree with me, I would like to invite you to step up to the window and buy 2 tickets to go fuck yourself, town. The Mach 5 is the greatest car in TV history. Fight me, bitches. Don't at me, fight me. I don't want to hear this nonsense about the General Lee. The fucking doors didn't work. How are you going to be the greatest car of all time and you can't even open the goddamn door? Get out of here, you redneck moonshine running sons of bitches. The General Lee wasn't even like the 5th. I can name 5 cars from TV, not movies. Don't hit me with this Herbie the Love Bug bullshit. I can name 5 cars from TV better than the General Lee. Don't challenge me, bitches. Damn it, VB stole one of mine. Are you ready for the 5 better than the General Lee? Oh, this is going to be a stretch. I put up the wrong one. Get out of here, bitch. Nobody likes the General Lee. Mystery Machine. 1. The Mystery Machine. Damn it, Total Dallas stole one of mine. So number 1, Mach 5. It's number 1. Has to be number 1. Number 2, Kit from Knight Rider. Second best car of all time. Number 3, Total Dallas knows. It's the van from the A-Team. Yeah, you youngins don't know about this shit. Number 4, VB knows. It's the Mystery Machine from Scooby-Dooby-Doo. And if you don't believe it, oh, fuck you. Batmobile is pretty good, but I feel like it's more of a movie thing. Yeah, Walt knows. Mach 5 for life, bitches. And Walt's a racing guy, y'all. Walt knows more about cars than all of us combined. And if Walt says Mach 5, I'm right. Just hate to tell you. See, here we go, Kirby. Bro, first of all, I know that the liquor is kicking in, truck driver Pookie, but even I know it wasn't fucking the Kirby bug. It's Kirby the love bug. The Kirby bug. That sounds like some kind of diarrhea you get down near fucking the stadium. Which TV show was the Mach 5 in, Donna wants to know. Speed Racer. Hello? What was the monkey's name in Speed Racer? Chimpsy? Nipsey? No, it wasn't Nipsey. What was the fucking monkey's name in the Speed Racer? Tony, the generally required you to be athletic. No, motherfucker, it required WD-40. Oil the goddamn doors, Bo and Luke. Uncle Jesse's fat ass, all he does is sit around waiting on somebody to break down so he could give him a tow. He's got plenty of goddamn time to fix the doors on the General Lee. It's a goddamn shame. Tony said, how lazy you got to be to want openable doors? How stupid you got to be to not? Answer, you got to be Tony Garza stupid. Cece said the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, a.k.a. the Congo Mobile. No. PBW said Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. What the fuck is Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? Was that the one that's like... Was that one? Y'all remember that? What the fuck was that buggy? Was that Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? Let me Google that shit. I'm sorry. I'm getting shit housed, chat. Don't worry, we're almost done. We got 20 minutes left. I'm gonna try to my drunk ass is gonna try to keep it together. No, that wasn't fucking Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. What was that goddamn buggy? It was like a dune buggy, and it'd be all and the fucking wheels would be all set. Does anybody know what the fuck I'm talking about? I feel like Westling would know. Westling, what am I talking about? The Beverly Hillbillies whip. No. Tony, don't make me say it. Please don't make me say it. Speed Buggy! Number 5 was Speed Buggy. Fight me, bitches. Thank you, D-Mata. Speed buggy was the best. Y'all Google speed buggy. Speed buggy was like, oh man, this is going to get me in trouble. I want you to know I don't mean this in a way that would be offensive or offend people. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. Private message me what I wanted to say. And I still won't tell you because you'll screenshot it and tell the world. So go fuck yourself. But speed buggy was nope, I'm not doing it. God damn it, I want to say it so bad. I wish we didn't live in the world of political correctness anymore. Fight the alcohol, Barry. Don't say it. Oh boy. Did anybody else have any fucking good cars? Because Jesse's Mustang from Full House. Hugo, I almost want to just encourage you to delete your YouTube account. What? Mustangs can't even take off when it's wet. They just fucking fishtail and spin in place. No one gives a shit about Mustangs. The monkey was called No One Cares About Speed Racer. All right. I've had enough of your shit, Michael. Hey, where's my YouTube moderators? I think Michael needs a 5-minute nap. Fuck that guy. How dare you? Sir. I will fight you right now digitally. Put up your Duke, sir. I challenge you to a duel. There will not be any fucking Speed Racer slander on this show. You have earned yourself a 5-minute timeout from the chat, you raggedy bitch. Also, while you're at it, make sure you subscribe to the channel, Michael. We appreciate you. You got 5 minutes to spare. Make sure you thumbs up and subscribe. And, when you have 4 minutes and 30 seconds left after thumbs up and subscribing, you can use that time to go fuck yourself for talking shit about Speed Racer. I won't have it. Tom Slick's car. No idea what that is. Axel Foley's Chevy Nova. We're talking TV, guys, not movies. TV. Greatest TV car of all time, Mach 5. What did I say was number 2? I don't even remember what number 2 was. I don't know. I just know what was on the list. Mach 5, Mystery Machine, the A-Team van, and Speed Buggy. And what was we got to come up with number 5. But there's got to be better than the fucking General Lee. Bumblebee from Transformers. D-Moda nailed it! Yes! The Ferrari from Magnum P.I. Everyone, put your pencils down. Test is over. Oh my God, yes! See, the other thing is Herbie the Love Bug was fucking movies. Smokey and the Bandit was a movie. It's got to be a TV show car. Jabraylin Van Zandt said, who should buy the Houston Texans from the McNairs? Bro, I don't give a fuck if Master P says, fuck Reebok. Let's buy the Texans. Just anybody. Anybody except Tillman Fertitta. That's a good question, though, Jabraylin. Jabraylin, what's your favorite movie car of all time? If the answer is not the Mach 5, sir, you, sir, need to check yourself. I'm not saying it, Untouchable Maniac. You're not going to get me canceled. No, it's not happening. God, I want to say it, though. Barry's getting them drunk eyes. Bro, did you see how much Bacardi I put in these 2 glasses and then the 2 shots of Fireball? What's crazy is that I feel very much in control. Oh yeah, Kit was the other one. That's right. It was the Mach 5 Kit, the Mystery Machine, the A-Team van, and Herbie the Love Bug. No, not Herbie. Speed Buggy. That was the top 5. That's right. And this alcohol is definitely kicking in. So you guys, and the Hawaiian 5.0 Ferrari is number 6. So the General Lee isn't even top 6. Fuck you, moonshine running hillbillies. You're all wrong. The Flintstones car. God damn it, CC. Lone Ranger's horse. All right, I'm closing the goddamn chat. Y'all are getting ridiculous. Let's move on. Some of you think you get enough rest. I know you do. I know you're like, I get my 7 hours or whatever it is. There are, according to smarter people than I, There are seven, wow. Not a COVID cough. There are seven, I almost said it again. There are 7 different types of rest that you need to be getting. Nora's going to be so pissed when she gets home and I'm all like, "Hi, Ray." She'll be like, "What the fuck did you, I got drunk, it's Friday." There is 7. What? And then my mic failed. My mic has whiskey dick now. Why can't I say 7? There are 7 different types of rest that you got, Severin. I know, Johnny, it's not an easy word to say when you've had 7 ounces of Bacardi. I just got this bad boy at the fucking end of the year. And that includes the Fireball at the end of the year and the Jameson that I really haven't even touched yet. There's 7 different types of rest that your body needs to be getting, and chances are you raggedy bitches ain't getting it. And those 7 types of rest, oh, I've got it now. I'm nailing it. Here they are, and I'm going to read to you. Wesley said, "Drink some coffee. You cannot start an LLC hammered." Poor Christopher Jones. He's going to be like, "Barry, what do you want to call it?" I'm going to call it Your Mama Bitch. And then that's when Call It Your Mama Bitch Productions was born. That's too much. All right. The 7 different types of rest that you need that you're probably not getting. Are you ready? Number 1 is passive or active physical rest. Sleeping and napping counts as passive rest, while active physical rest includes getting a massage, doing yoga, meditating, or just stretching in a quiet area like you're a weirdo. Some hippie ass weirdo that stretches in quiet areas. Who does that? So that's one type of rest that you should be getting, deckheads. Another one, mental rest. A lot of you, not even mentally active, so you're probably good on this one. Mental rest is important for people putting in long hours at a desk. Or in front of a computer. Every 20 minutes or so, actively stand up and do something else non-work related. Nope. All right, sensory rest is another one. Sensory rest says, feel like you're attached to a screen, like your phone, for example. You are obviously not alone. Set aside some time to unplug from all devices, especially after dinner and before bed. Obviously, before bed's a great time to put your phone down. The light from the phone can keep you up for a very long time. So give yourself some sensory rest. Stop looking at a screen, whether it be computer, laptop, phone, whatever. Creative rest, this explains TED Talks. Oh, Jesus. What are TED Talks, the new wiki? This type of rest is significant for anyone who must solve problems or brainstorm new ideas. Oh shit, I got to get some creative rest. The article suggests clearing the mind by wandering in nature or turn your workspace into a place of inspiration. I personally suggest running. I mean, I'll walk. I'll go for a walk. Which, you know what? I'll be honest with you. Andy Huggins and a lot of other comics and I have talked about this, Wrestling. We always talk about where do you feel the most creative? Where do ideas come from? What inspires you? Or where does your inspiration happen? Not necessarily, well, I shouldn't say inspiration. When does the muse visit you? And the muse is this mythical creature that, you know, if you ask me, Barry, where did your joke about, I don't know, masks come from? It came from the muse. Like, I don't know. It just is something that just happens in your head where you think of the joke and then you write it down and then you use what you know about comedy to formulate it. And we always credit the muse for the joke. And they always say that the muse comes when you allow her to come. And one way that happens for me is if I go for a walk, or actually I run. I obviously, these chins say I don't run anymore. But I would actually run. And in the shower, believe it or not, when my dick's out, the muse is there. That's weird. But for real, I have thought of a lot of jokes that I actually use on stage that'll end up being on the comedy album that I'll be recording this year. Coming to a theater near you. No, that's not true. It's just, you can download it. But I think of a lot of jokes in the shower, and I think of a lot of jokes when I'm running. So if you do need some creative time, go for a walk. Go for a run. Maybe just take a long, hot shower. It really does help me, and I'm not being facetious on that. Another one said drugs. Creativity comes from... Oh, I have written some drugs high. I definitely, not drunk. I'm not as creative when I'm drunk as I am when I'm high. That's for sure. Other types of rest. Yes, Donna, running. Believe it or not, I would venture to say of the 90 minutes that I actually use on stage, what I would consider or call a material has come while I was out running or walking or exercising. Fact. And I used to run up to 5-6 miles 3 times a week. Boy, I would get a lot of material in. Couldn't wait to get home and start writing. Emotional rest. Other humans, especially family and friends, can be physically, mentally, and emotionally draining. Emotional rest includes being able to say, hey, I'm not doing it, okay? You stupid son of a bitch. All right, that's not in the article. I just added that. But I feel like that's, it's okay to curse out your family. If we can talk shit about dead people, we can cuss our family out. Just so you're aware. Social rest, they say, quote, differentiate between those relationships that revive us from those relationships that exhaust us. This is a big one for me. This is an absolute big one for me. I'm going to be honest with you. There's a lot of people in my life that I'm thankful for. A lot of people in my life that I'm thankful for. A lot of these relationships are exhausting. And sometimes you're like, yeah, I gotta just, can you just not call me for a couple of weeks or talk to me or whatever? It can get exhausting, man. And you guys, and I'm not just saying that about me. You have got to take some rest from those that are socially draining, whether it be online or in person, at the workplace, wherever. It says dump the relationships that are constantly exhausting. I wouldn't say that. Because a lot of the people that I may consider exhausting socially, I still love them and I still value their relationship. But there's times where you're like, all right, I don't need to talk to you for a couple days. And guys, it's okay if you say that. It's okay when someone texts you to not reply right away and be like, you know what? I'll give it a few days. I'm so big on immediately replying to somebody, even if it's a DM on Twitter and I don't know you. If you just send me a message, I'm like, I'm not going to be a dickhead. I've read it. I'm going to reply right now. But it is also okay on occasion to go, I don't know everybody a response, at least not right away. And you guys should know that too. It's okay. Finally, the last one, spiritual rest. The ability to connect beyond the physical and mental and feel a deep sense of belonging, love, acceptance, and purpose. Engage in something greater than yourself. Help out a charity. Help out a nonprofit. Take a burger and fries to a homeless person that you passed. Drop them off a coat that you don't wear anymore. Or a beanie. The 2 beanies that I bought that were going to be the Barry on Deck beanies, threw them in the car. Last time I was in Houston and saw a homeless person on 1960, I gave him a beanie. It ain't much. It feels good to do something for somebody else other than yourself. It feels good. You can never go wrong helping somebody. They feel better about it. You feel better about it. They're better for it. You're better for it. So of all the stuff on here, I definitely want to encourage you to take a break socially. Go for a run or a walk and help somebody else besides yourself. You'll feel better about it and you'll feel more rested. That's a fact. All right, we got to get out of here. D-Mata wants to know. I'm going to go ahead and play the outro music. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, we didn't make 100. We didn't do it. We tried, goddammit. We tried. We're at 81. I need 19 more of you raggedy bitches to click that thumbs up, but it ain't going to happen. But that's okay. If you're watching this later, if it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, maybe it's Fuck the Dead Friday of next week, hit the thumbs up. Just real fast. Bloop, bloop, bloop. It's super simple. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, blah, 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 blah. I love you all very much. Thank you for being here. I had a good time. I hope you had a good time too. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Good golf, good tennis. Oh, I'm not stealing this shit. D-Mata, the Reese's Challenge goes down tomorrow, 7 p.m. on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Barry is funny. I am going to try to eat that pack of Reese's right there. There are 18. Hold on. This bad boy. This Reese's that you can use as a flotation device should your airplane go down. It's as big as an airplane propeller. There are 18 packs of Reese's. I can't even get it all on the screen. I gotta back up. I'm gonna try to eat all 36 of these Reese's in 1 hour tomorrow on my Twitch channel live at 7 p.m. Houston time. Come hang out and make fun of me when I vomit live on the internet. Oh, I just fucking spilled them out. Shit! That wasn't the... Oh, they're in a tray. Look how fancy. That's a nice tray. Oh, shit. All right, well, I'll be picking those up for the challenge. All right, guys. We'll see y'all hopefully tomorrow for the challenge. If not, I'll see you Monday. Until then, we've never gotten this far into the music. This sounds weird. Until then, be safe, be kind, and most importantly, love each other. See y'all Monday. Have a good weekend. Daddy's making a YouTube video!